Okay, while I'm waiting on somebody to get in here, I'm gonna do a little tour around the garage with some of the amenities for the comforts of home. We got a TV and a nice little breeze box over there. We got a nice little propane heat going there. Old truck toolbox behind it, and something I highly believe in on the wall. That's a cross that I made myself. LED lights, Christmas lights, cost me all of $3 to make it, and all the junk got to work on. It even got a shopping buggy that was given to me. Let's see what we got over here. Oh, some more junk I'm working on. Four wheeler, auger. That's a fogger that somebody built. It's got problems with the carburetors, and I'm taking care of that for them. And my huge chainsaw, that's a Steel 070, got a 36-inch bar on it. Let's see. It's just all numbers of junk and stuff in here. Ceiling, pretty plain. It's a post building. Even got a kitchen sink. Check it out. Got a refrigerator behind me, but I can't turn the camera quite that far. Uh, Concrete floor. Some, I guess you call it floating floor put on. And if you come on around here, an old Sea-Doo there that I'm going to change over to electric. The gasoline engine is gone. And a little Coleman Warrior. Those things are hard to find now. Nice little boat though. And got two bedrooms in the back. And of course another shelf with all my junk on it back there and other odds and ends. It's quite comfortable in here. Alright, I'm gonna flip the camera back around and say hello to everybody. Alright guys, let's see how long this is gonna hold up. It finally got a 20% charge and I'm having trouble keeping. I don't know what's going on with my charge bank, but it ain't working right. I've got one of these 10,000 milliamp batteries that decides every time you get a loose connection, it's going to quit charging. I don't know. I got to make sure it sits really still. There it goes again. Come on, battery. Keep make sure it's going to stay working. It didn't. Gotta, I think this port on the bottom of the phone's going bad. Come on, stay up. I want to stay on more than 5 minutes. The 20% charge ain't gonna hold it long. Come on, thing. It's really starting to irritate me now. Come on. Try the other port. See if that works better. Alright, we're gonna stay on. Hey, that might have been it. She's holding now. Very carefully lay that puppy down. That thing will hold his phone for a couple of hours. There we go. That's a little better. But anyway, got to see a little more of the shop house here. I actually stay in my Airstream, but like I said, this is property I'm caretaker over, so I try to take care of it. I got kind of a mess in here right now, but I guess when the work week's over, I'll just get it cleaned up a little bit to organize my tools a little better. So how's everyone doing? Glad you came back for the third time. Jeez, this has been terrible. Every time I go to start, it says low battery, low battery, and that ain't gonna work for long. So, yeah, it looks like we got enough battery to do or something now. Anybody got any questions or just want to shoot the bull, as they say? Y'all come on in. As they say, come on in the house, take your shoes off, kick your feet up, and have a good time. Hi, June. Hi, hi, ho. Hope y'all doing well this afternoon. Enjoy y'all's channels too. Awesome. Uh, I was kind of just bouncing around the channels a little bit, and I said, well, why don't I go live? Watching one channel with the guy. He was having trouble with his internet too, so I dropped him a note. He might be got it by now, but anyway, he's clear out there in California, and you're doing this over a cell phone, you're gonna have problems. Oh man, great day here too. I had a ball today. I went out and worked on, I worked on chainsaw early this morning. It was like a total rebuild. It's one of those you got to pull the engine out to change the gas tank. I mean, that means taking everything apart. Like 40 screws just to get the darn thing apart. 4 or 5 wires. Uh, you got your oil pump. Everything's got to come out. The guy dropped the saw out of a bucket truck and busted the gas tank. Well, unfortunately, the gas tank's also the oil tank, the bar mount, motor mount, uh, the whole cooling system, ignition system. Everything is connected to this tank. So, yeah, it was a trip. Took me about 4 hours to change this thing, and I got the right tools to do it with. I could not believe it. I'm like, still, why did you build something like this? I remember the old days, you need to change the gas tank. You took about 4 bolts out and changed it. That was it. Not this one. It was something else. I don't know if y'all remember it or not, but the old McCullochs, the little Mini Max, a lot of them still sitting around. Very little wrong with them because nobody wanted to pull them out the case to fix them. You had to take the chainsaw completely out the case to fix anything that broke. I mean, other than maybe a bar mount because that was connected to the engine casing itself, and you could take like the front of the case off, move the gas tank and the oil tank out the way, and you could knock the old one out and put a new one on. That was about the simplest thing to do on them. And I think I've got 4 of them still sitting around. Nothing wrong with them, but the carburetor needs to be rebuilt. It's kind of like what car was that? Was so damn hard to work on. One of the old ones. Uh, Not the Volkswagen Rabbit. One of the little front wheel drive things though. To change the starter, you had to take the back motor mount loose, the dog bones off the front, and roll the motor forward and shove a hunk of wood in there to get back there and change the starter. It was ridiculous. Ah, Kawasaki Vulcan. Change the alternator. You got to take a piece of the frame off, then take the covers off, then go to the other side of the engine and take a shaft loose to slide the works out so you could do something with it. That was crazy. Oh God, y'all should have seen the intermission when I was waiting on the battery to get done. Me and my pup dog, I call her pup dog. She's about 100 pound American bull. I think, yeah, she's in one of the videos on here. I think it was on Nothing Fancy. Let's chat. She's a big old girl. She's absolutely gorgeous. I just got her about a week ago. We were eating chips and dip. She made enough drool. I believe I could mop the floor with it. It was hilarious. I wish the camera would have been working. Yeah, but she was loving it. She's sitting there. I eat me a chip, and I dip her one, and I give it to her, and she's over there in the tool, just running. She's a sweetheart, though. Very good and very quiet. You don't ever hear her. She is. She's just awesome. And that dog can eat. Oh my God. I swear she can eat 10 pounds a day with no problem, if I let her have that much. I don't want to get too fat. She's well built now, real muscular. I don't want her to get fat though. If she gets any fatter, she's gonna jump up in the door of my Airstream and knock it clear off the jacks. She already shakes it when she comes in. But anyway, how you guys doing this afternoon? Hey, Chris, bam. Been by your channel a couple times. Good stuff on there too. Enjoy it. Well, it's quiet out here. All I can hear is a little bit of interstate traffic. And when that dies down, all I can hear is the deer walking through the woods. Every now and then, hear a turkey out there cutting the food. Oh, what I love though, the Canadian geese flying in on the pond. That's awesome. They are beautiful. How bored, nothing to do. Well, what you want to do? Want to tell some jokes or cut some food? We can do that too. I was over there on Fat Boy's channel earlier. We was cutting up a little bit. Uh, he decided there wasn't but a couple, three of us in there. He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna call it for a while." I don't know what he went off to do. We was having a laugh over there. I don't know if y'all caught it. CMWB 72. A couple of nice videos. She done some coverage on the Pioneer Days. Very good. If you like that sort of thing, she done a great job on that. It turned out really good. Uh, I get a little better equipped here. All I'm using is a cell phone. I'll start doing some working on stuff, videos, stuff like that. Oh, the little propane thing I showed you earlier is heat. Well, it's actually a cooker. I'll flip this lens around. If you look at that closely, it's the old side burner from a barbecue grill. And then I took an old 5-gallon bucket. I think it had WD-40. No, it had lacquer thinner in it originally. And I cut the top out to match the size of the bottom of the burner, and I slotted it so that the little pipe from the control knob there, get my finger where you can see it, see the right there. I cut a slot so that would fit properly. And if you look down at the bottom, there's 5 of those 1-inch holes, or 3/4 inch holes, all the way around it. So what that does is if you want to go outside and heat something up and there's a little wind, it don't blow out, because the updraft, because it's really got to pull to make it work. The updraft keeps the wind from blowing the flame out. I thought it was a pretty neat idea, and it didn't cost me nothing. Somebody had thrown away an old grill, so it was all burned out, but the side burner was still in really good shape. So I used that to heat and cook, and it's pretty neat. Got an extra hose there if I want to hook something else up. See it hanging down there. But that's some of the stuff I do, and as I get things a little more cleaned up around here, I'll turn you on to some more of my little stuff that I do. I think I've already shot a picture of the I call it the weed eater from hell. Gas tank went bad on it, and I couldn't get another one, so I used a Gatorade bottle and made a gas tank out of it. But that's me. I look around, see what I got to work with, know what I got to do. As long as I got the tools to modify it, I'll hook it up. Right now, I'm working for myself. I'm looking for a job, but if little side jobs keep up, I might not have to do that. Just today, I've been into 2 carburetors and done a chainsaw, and still got a 4-wheeler sitting over here waiting on parts. I got a fogger waiting on a couple of parts, and I do build my own little digital TV antennas. I might have to make one. Matter of fact, I will do a video of that, because that's something that I can just sit the phone up, like right about where it's at, but a little bit further back, and I can show y'all how to build one, and you ain't even got to know how to read a tape measure to build it. It's easy to build. And in this area, with one of they're omnidirectional, by the way. You don't have to worry about turning them, and they far outdo the store bought ones. Some little $10 and $20 ones you get, they far outdo them, and you can build one for about next to nothing if you got some scraps of PVC pipe laying around and a little bit of 12 gauge house wire. The most you're gonna spend your money on is the coax and the ends. But I've done many of those, and I've had no complaints out of them. They work great. Getting like 23 to 38 channels in this area, depending on exactly where you are. I mean, I'm getting all the major networks with mine. The TV that I showed you just a while ago, I'm getting, I think, 38 channels on it. ABC, CBS, NBC, all the major ones I can get. And like I said, they work really well. That's one of them. I like welding. I like doing electrical work. Been in the ham radio. That's a lot of fun. This is kind of like an extension of the ham radio. Messed around and let my license expire. Well, not expire, what they call lapse. They're not expired. I got to get busy and do the form 610, I think they call it, FCC form 610, and send it in, and they'll set me back up, and then we'll get back on the air. Uh, Looking forward to that in the future. I got to get my tower back up. Hurricane took that down. I had a 100-footer in there, and it worked really good. I had a 2-meter antenna up there and also a 10-meter up there. I don't know if that means anything to you or not, but 2-meter is, if you think about your FM dial, 88 to 108, 2-meter is 144 to 150, I think 151. 144 to 150 something. It might be 151. No, 151 is in the, I call it the retired businessman. You can run for free on those now. You don't even have to have a license. But there's only about 4 channels there. 144 to 148, that's what it is. But that's a neat hobby. You can meet people all over the world. 2-meter is basically local. You can go up to 2 states away using the repeaters. The 10-meter, which I don't know how well it's doing right now. It's been a while since I've been on it. But I've talked as far as Indonesia, Africa, um, Vietnam, China, all the Scottish area, England, Ireland, all that. I had a lot of fun with it. France, Germany. Talked to China a couple of times. Japan, only a few times. I found the hardest one to get was South Dakota. I've hit North Dakota several times, but South Dakota is really hard to hit. Am I boring everybody? I see I've only got one left. But I appreciate every one of you being here. Like I said, I just wanted to kill a little time. Finally got the phone. It's charging properly now. It's not flashing low battery anymore. And hopefully I know what's wrong. I'm going to try to rectify that situation where my cord plugs right into the end of the phone. This is hard to do. No wonder the weathermen have such trouble. Right over there on the side of the phone, where that plugs in, it's starting to get a little flaky. Phone's 2 years old now, something like that. And it gets used every day, so it's got a right to get wore out. But anyway, guys, I see I got one left there. If y'all don't want to hear no more music or nothing, I reckon I'll shut it down and I'll come join one of you guys' channels. So if you want to hear something, or just something off the wall, or whatever, give me a holler. I'm going to hang out till probably about 11 o'clock, something like that. Oh, by the way, I'm in South Carolina, about the middle of South Carolina, off the exit 141-95. That's southbound. I guess northbound would be the same. Yeah, it is. It's listed the same way on both sides. One neat thing about the way the interstate's laid out down here, if you're coming up on exit 141 southbound, if you're going northbound, that same bridge, same two inlets and outlets, is on the same mile marker 90% of the time. There's a couple of them that's off by a mile, but not many of them. But anyways, if y'all want to hang out a little bit longer, hit me up down there on the chat and let me know. If not, I'm gonna slide on out of here. Somebody send me a suggestion who to go watch or who to hang out with. Oh, by the way, for dinner, man, my dog had spaghetti. It was good. Cooked it right there on that little cooker. Turned out real well. I used ragu, a little bit of paste picante sauce, a little quesadilla sauce, and some other stuff. All right, how's over in June? I see you. You over there at Bobby McNutt's. All right. I think y'all want to catch me. I'm gonna swing over that way and hang out with y'all a little bit. Y'all take it easy. Enjoyed you stopping by. And as always, I appreciate every one of you. Y'all good company. Catch y'all on the next one. It might be a video. Like I say, I may do the little digital TV antenna. That's a pretty good one. It only takes about 15 minutes to build one from start to finish, and they work well. All right, bye guys. We'll catch up with y'all on the other channel.